The hidden battle that's quietly controlling your life. Every day, there's an invisible battle happening around us. It's subtle, silent, and often comes from those closest to us, friends, family, and people we trust. It starts small, a casual comment that lingers in your mind, a conversation that leaves you feeling drained, or a relationship that slowly eats away at your peace. And before you realize it, your confidence fades, your mindset shifts, and your emotions become influenced by forces you can't even see. That's the scary part. Most people don't notice it until it's too late. This is why the Stoics emphasized awareness, seeing things as they truly are, not just how they appear on the surface. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." The people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, and the energy you allow into your life all shape your mindset and your emotional state. If you're not careful, these subtle influences can slowly change you into someone you never intended to be. The power of awareness. The good news, once you start recognizing these hidden forces, you take back control. You regain power over your thoughts, emotions, and most importantly, your inner peace. Most of the things that shape your mindset are not obvious. It's the constant negativity, the limiting beliefs, and the subtle discouragement that slowly take root in your mind. The friend who always finds something to complain about. The family member who plants seeds of doubt under the guise of concern. The colleague who subtly undermines your confidence. These influences slip in quietly, affecting how you think and feel without you even realizing it. Guard your mind. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from protecting your inner world. Epictetus warned, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. The same applies to the people and energy we allow into our mental space. If you're constantly surrounded by doubt, fear, and negativity, you'll begin to absorb those emotions even if they don't reflect your true self. How to protect yourself. Become aware of the source of your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this belief truly mine, or am I absorbing it from someone else? Distance yourself from negative influences. This doesn't mean cutting people off, but setting boundaries and limiting the time you spend around draining energy. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Your environment plays a massive role in shaping your mindset. Choose wisely. Practice mental discipline. When negative thoughts arise, question them. Are they rooted in reality, or are they simply the result of outside influence? Take back your power. The truth is, most people are unknowingly being influenced by others every day. But once you become aware of these hidden forces, you gain the power to choose what affects you and what doesn't. Stop allowing others to control your mindset. Stop absorbing their fears, doubts, and negativity. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button. Things are about to get hotter. Your peace is your responsibility. Guard it. Protect your mind. The Stoic approach to negative influence. Seneca once warned us not to sink under the weight of others' burdens. There's a fine line between offering support and being pulled into someone else's emotional storm. 1. Some people don't want help. They want company in their misery. Certain individuals aren't seeking solutions or growth. They simply crave validation for their suffering. Instead of finding a way out of negativity, they drag others into their darkness. Supporting others is noble, but sacrificing your peace in the process is not. 2. The subtle manipulator. These people don't control you directly. Instead, they plant seeds of doubt that slowly erode your confidence. They question your decisions with phrases like, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" Or, "I heard that's pretty risky." At first, these comments seem harmless, but over time, you begin to second guess yourself, relying on their approval and losing trust in your own instincts. 3. Jealousy. Disguised as support. Ever share exciting news only to receive a lukewarm response or a forced smile? Or perhaps the conversation quickly shifts back to them, leaving your moment of joy feeling insignificant. This isn't mere thoughtlessness, it's a pattern. True friends celebrate your victories, not undermine them. The perpetual victim. Some people are trapped in a cycle of blame and self-pity. Nothing is ever their fault, and they expect others to carry their emotional baggage. They feed on your empathy and make you feel guilty for not getting involved in their endless drama. But as Epictetus reminds us, you become what you give your attention to. If you're constantly focused on someone else's chaos, you're draining the energy needed to pursue your own goals. Choose your circle wisely. The Stoics believed that the people you surround yourself with should challenge you, strengthen you, and reflect your values. If someone consistently undermines your confidence, downplays your achievements, or pulls you into their negativity, it's time to reflect on that relationship. Protect your peace, guard your mind, and remember, not everyone deserves access to your energy. Your body knows the truth. The Stoic art of guarding your mind. Before your mind fully processes what's happening, your body often signals the truth. Ever notice how you feel tense around certain people? Or how your heart sinks when you see a particular name pop up on your phone? Or perhaps you feel lighter and more at peace when certain individuals are absent from your life. This isn't mere stress, it's your body warning you that something is off. The Stoics understood that wisdom isn't just about logic and reasoning, it's about awareness, observation, and responding wisely. Influence often operates in silence. Ever wonder why certain emotions or thought patterns linger, even when you know they're not serving you? You try to shake them off, but they quietly shape your mindset, your reactions, and even your decisions. This isn't accidental, it's the power of influence, and the most dangerous influences are often the ones that slip in, unnoticed. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to guard his mind against external forces, knowing that the world is filled with distractions, fears, and false values trying to shape his perception. Most people don't even realize they're being influenced. They go through life on autopilot, absorbing the energy and attitudes around them. They react instead of consciously choosing their response. They drift instead of directing their own path, and much of this conditioning starts early. The way your parents spoke to you, the environment you grew up in, and the beliefs you inherited from those around you. Without realizing it, these subtle influences shape how you view yourself and the world. Listen to your body, protect your mind. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from mastering your inner world. This means becoming deeply aware of the influences that shape your thoughts and emotions and learning to filter them. Pay attention to your body. It often knows the truth long before your mind catches up. And remember, the strongest mind is the one that chooses what to absorb and what to let go of. Your mind is a fortress. Guard what shapes you. The beliefs you carry may not be your own. Your thoughts on success, relationships, and your potential have likely been shaped by others, often without you realizing it. Maybe you grew up in an environment of scarcity, so no matter how much you achieve, there's a quiet fear that it could all vanish. Or perhaps you were raised around constant criticism, so even in moments of confidence, you feel the need to prove yourself. And it doesn't stop in childhood. Every conversation, every social circle, and every piece of content you consume is influencing you in some way. The truth is, people will often project their own fears and limitations onto you. Not out of malice, but because it's all they know. Where you see opportunity, they see risk. Where you see potential, they see failure. If you're not careful, you begin to see the world through their eyes instead of your own. The Stoic rule: be mindful of what shapes you. Seneca warned that you don't rise above the people you surround yourself with. You either grow with them or shrink to fit them. Some people sharpen you, others weaken you. Some bring you closer to your true self. Others slowly turn you into someone you never intended to be. The real challenge? Recognizing the difference before it's too late. That's why awareness is everything. The moment you start questioning why you think the way you do, why you react the way you do, why you believe what you believe, you gain power. You start filtering out the noise, keeping what serves you, letting go of what doesn't. Not the every influence deserves your attention. The world is full of negativity, manipulation, and subtle attempts to steer you off course. But here's what the Stoics understood that most people miss. Your power isn't in controlling others, it's in controlling yourself. You decide what gets in, you decide what shapes you, and once you start filtering out the noise, you stop being so easily moved. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This applies to everything. Conversations, conflicts, and relationships. The question isn't, why is this person acting this way? The question is, how do I choose to respond? Because influence only works if you allow it. Someone can try to plant doubt, but you don't have to water it. Someone can try to stir up anger, but you don't have to give it a home. So, what do you do when you recognize a negative influence? Pause. Don't react emotionally. The moment you get pulled into their energy, you've already lost. Epictetus taught that the first sign of wisdom is the ability to delay reaction. When you pause, you gain clarity. You begin to see patterns instead of isolated incidents. You start recognizing when someone is speaking from their own fears, not from truth. Set boundaries. Not every conversation deserves a response. Not every person deserves full access to your mind. Seneca warned, the wise person is careful with their time because it is the one resource they can never get back. Learn to say no, not with anger or resentment, but with quiet confidence. You don't have to justify it, you don't have to explain yourself. Just step back and protect your peace. Strengthen yourself. The more solid you are in your values, the less others can shake you. The more you invest in wisdom, the harder it is for others to mislead you. The Stoics didn't focus on avoiding negative people, they focused on becoming so strong internally that nothing external could control them. That's real power. It's not about avoiding negativity, it's about being so anchored in who you are that nothing, not words, not opinions, not outside forces, can move you from your path. That your body knows before your mind does. There's always a moment in an interaction when you feel it. That subtle tension, that shift in energy, that unexplainable heaviness after spending time with someone. That feeling, that's your intuition knocking. The question is, are you paying attention? The Stoics taught that clarity isn't about seeing more, it's about seeing correctly. Marcus Aurelius trained himself to look beneath the surface, reminding himself that people's words and actions often reveal more about them than anything else. So, pay attention. Does their encouragement feel genuine, or is there hesitation? Do they celebrate your wins, or just tolerate them? Do their words push you forward, or quietly hold you back? Some people won't criticize you outright. They'll disguise their doubt as concern. Are you sure you can handle that? That seems risky. Maybe you should play it safe. At first it seems harmless, but over time these subtle doubts chip away at your confidence. Then there are those who thrive on conflict. You start with a simple conversation and somehow they turn it into an argument. Not because they seek truth, but because they feed off chaos. Seneca warned about these people, saying, some people don't want peace, they want a reaction. They want to pull you into their storm because they can't handle the stillness of your presence. Recognize the pattern, then walk away. Strength isn't about fighting every battle, it's about knowing which ones to ignore. The path to mental freedom. Become aware of who's influencing you. Set boundaries without guilt. Strengthen your inner world through wisdom, discipline, and self-reflection. The Stoics didn't try to change others. They focused on mastering themselves, because when you control your mind, your emotions, and your energy, no outside force can pull you off course. The hard truth: most people never take the time to question what's shaping them. They wonder why they feel stuck, why their confidence fades, why their vision for the future seems smaller than it once was. But everything you allow into your life, every conversation, every relationship, every thought, is either sharpening you or dulling you. And if you don't take control of that process, someone else will. The choice is yours. Are you going to let the wrong influences shape you? Or are you going to take ownership of your mind, your energy, and your path? and choose who does and what gets access to your mind. Because the truth is, once you filter out the noise, you stop being so easily moved.